Well, hello and welcome back. Let me ask you a question. Did Virginia's Clinton-friendly governor grease the wheels in the FBI probe of Hillary's private server? Terry McAuliffe's PAC gave nearly $500,000, a big campaign donation, to the wife of Andrew McCabe, who happens to now be the deputy director of the FBI and led the agency's investigation of Hillary's email situation. Is this a coincidence, or did something shady go down? Let's ask Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, welcome back.
Good to be with you.
Very good to have you on a Monday. So this seems so fishy.
Yeah, it does. I don't know of any law that was broken, but there was certainly the appearance of impropriety.
Isn't that something you would think that the #2 person at the FBI, the deputy director of the FBI, would want to avoid the appearance of impropriety?
Yes, both as a lawyer, and lawyers are required to avoid the appearance of impropriety. That is, what appears to be a conflict, whether it's an actual conflict or not, because if it appears to be a conflict, it'll diminish the public's respect for the whole system, or at least the part of the system he's involved with. And as the #2 person in the FBI, I mean, why, for heaven's sakes, would he be running the Clinton investigation when Clinton's closest political, social, and financial friend has given this kind of money to his wife? It smells of corruption is what it smells of.
It absolutely does. And
he may have made what he thought were the right decisions. I don't think he did, but he knows more about the Clinton investigation from the FBI's point of view than I do. He may have made the right decisions there, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't breed confidence in the system when officials let themselves get conflicted like that.
And he certainly didn't recuse himself from the investigation. And Terry McAuliffe handpicked his wife, Dr. Jill McCabe, to run for a state Senate seat as a Democrat so he could stack the deck in his favor. But it just seems very odd.
His wife should have the right to run for any office for which she qualifies. But he should recuse himself, remove himself from any case that might involve his wife's campaign or people around it. Example, Terry McAuliffe himself is being investigated by the FBI. We don't know if Andrew McCabe is in charge of that investigation or not.
Yeah.
But there was always this appearance that the governor is doing favors for people so as to influence the outcome of a criminal investigation, which should be immune from political interference.
Yeah, it makes
now, am I being naive by saying the Clinton investigation should be immune from political interference?
Well, no, but now you have two departments and people either at the very top or second from the top who are somehow even peripherally involved in the investigation.
Right.
You know, you have Loretta Lynch on that tarmac for 39 minutes talking to Bill Clinton in secret, in private.
Right.
And then you have the deputy director of the FBI whose wife has received, you know, not only almost $500,000, but an extra $200,000 plus in mailings from Terry McAuliffe.
Do you know where?
That's a lot of money for a state Senate seat.
Where this information came from? It's public records.
Yeah.
But who tipped the press off to it? FBI agents that work for Andrew McCabe, who are unhappy with the outcome of this decision. I'm telling you, the feeling of unhappiness and professional disrespect is palpable on the part of the FBI agents, men and women in the field who investigated Mrs. Clinton, who weren't allowed to use the tools available to the FBI in these kinds of investigations, and who feel that their work was just knocked aside by the political forces that told Comey, McCabe, and whoever else was involved in this decision, exonerate her, no matter what the evidence shows.
And that's how this manifests. And the Clinton campaign can do whatever they want to blame all of the leaks from the DNC on WikiLeaks and the Russians, but you know, we saw that FBI 302 leak last week, and it just goes to show you disgruntled people in an agency where there is corruption are going to give stuff to the press when they feel that proper channels are not being honored.
But I don't think this will undermine her election. I think the public is immune to Clinton scandals.
Yeah.
And right now it looks like she's going to win, and even if more of these things come out, I don't think the public wants to hear it.
No, sadly, you're right about that.
They want to hear more about Donald Trump's alleged sexual excesses than they do about demonstrable evidence about Mrs. Clinton's improprieties.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what would it take, and unfortunately, it's not logic or the chain that leads directly to impropriety and corruption. Judge, thank you.
Got it.
Thank you so much for being
Always
here.
Good to
Always
be with
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.